Right, hello everybody and welcome to Matt Fryer Golf. So this is another video in the series of Matt's Masterclasses to help you with a small little tip or small little nugget of information that can help you get your game better. So, first couple of ones we've already covered a few things, how we're going to practice, how to strike our irons better. Today I'm here to talk to you about how we're going to set up for our driver, a couple of key basics that we need to make sure that we're going to be hitting our driver better. So let's have a look at what those are and see how they can help you. So, a couple of things with a driver. If you all, if you own a driver or you tend to use a 3-wood or a different wood as opposed to a driver, main point that we're going to see, number one, the shaft's a lot longer than a lot of your irons, and also number two, the loft of the golf club, so the angle on the face is different. It's a lot lower than a lot of our irons. So with this, we're trying to hit up on the driver. One of the key things now you'll see from the guys like Rory, Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, they all have attack angles. The way they come into the golf ball, how they're hitting their golf ball is on the up. They're not hitting down with it like an iron, hitting down into the back of the golf ball and taking a divot. They're sweeping it up off the tee peg. So this setup, these three keys to your setup are going to help you promote this upward strike on it as opposed to the downward hit that we get with an iron. So number one, as we know, when we take our setup with an iron, we generally have our feet about shoulder width apart and our weight 50-50. And our body position, our sternum, is quite central to the ball, yeah? What we're going to be doing, first point, with our driver, number one, we're going to stand a little bit wider. So we're going to get a little bit wider here in our feet, so they're just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart now, yeah? Second point, we know with an iron, generally we have the ball just in front of centre. So whether it's from sort of pitching wedge all the way up to 4-5 iron, we have the ball in front of the centre. Sometimes we have it in the back, but as a general rule of thumb, we tend to have it in the back, just in front of our stance. With the driver, like I said, not as much loft, and we want to try and sweep up on this and get that upward angle of attack. The second point you're going to need to remember after we've got our wider feet is that the ball position is going to be just inside your lead heel. So for a right-handed player, it's going to be just inside your left foot, just on that left heel there. And then the third thing that I want you to try and do as you take your setup for your driver, you're going to maintain this 50-50 weight pressure. But what I want you to do, if you imagine you've got your club across your shoulders here for me, what we're going to do is just lean back into our trail side. So as you can see now, the side with the head on it has raised up ever so slightly, gone this way. Now I've not sat back into my trail side, my right leg for me, sat back into that too much, so there's loads of weight in my right hand side. All I've done is maintain that weight, and then I just lean back, just from the upper body against the lower body, is just leaning back here. And what that is going to encourage, it's going to help me get this upward strike on the golf ball. Because the arc is now changing, I'm leaning back, so I'm tilting the actual low point of my arc a little bit further forwards. It's going to help me start to sweep this driver off the tee as opposed to hitting down on the driver. So 3 tips, real simple tips that if you want to hit it better with your driver, try these out, guys. Number one, a little bit of a wider stance. Number two, the ball's going to be just inside our left heel, not on the centre. And then number three, we're just going to lean our upper body back from the lower body, only slightly here. So as you can see there, as I do this, my driver head actually touches my lead shin. There we go, just a little touch there on it, and that's it. So this hopefully should help us create that upward angle of attack. So as I take my setup a little bit wider, ball's just on my inside heel there, and I'm just going to lean back that tiny little bit. Now, good rhythm. Lovely, just swept it off the tee there. Like that one, decent. So really, again, a nice, simple, easy tip, and stuff that sometimes, you know, we forget to cover in some of these instruction videos are the basics. So again, slightly wider stance, ball just inside the lead heel, tilt that upper body against the lower body, nice and smooth. Hit your driver like that. Wasn't a bad one. That's probably 2 of the better drives I've hit so far. Nice and simple. Give it a go, guys. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Loads more from Matt's Masterclass coming soon. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Let me know if this works for you. Comment down below. Let me know. Give that thumbs up and smash as well if you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you soon with more Matt's Masterclass.